Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Manata. And welcome to show number 144. I think I'm losing count as I'm going along. It could be 146 or something. I don't know. I think I'm not perfect at this. I'm just trying to keep track of it. That's all. Anyway, thank you for coming on. This is a place where people come in from all over the country and the world. They're able to talk about not their feelings. This ain't a place for drama. There is drama. There's a lot of drama out there, but it's a place for people to come and discuss politics and things that are happening in the world and the craziness that's going on. And it's always happening. And, you know, my goal is to try to fix the earth, save it, and all of its inhabitants. That's pretty much what I've been trying to do here, and that's why I'm here. And it's who we vote for, who we put in office, who takes care of it, who's in charge of making laws, and, you know, who are the legislators, who are the judiciaries, who are the executives out there, the mayors and the governors and the presidents and the emperors, right? And the prime ministers and all these people out there that are supposedly here for us or elected to do things for us. But it doesn't seem that way. It really doesn't seem like most of them give a flying fuck about anything that we have or anything that we're doing. So that's why we have shows like this, and there's a lot of shows out there like this. For example, there's one called Hey Winky Bernie Bro, what up James, what up brother? I almost said James. Howdy ho James, nice graphics. Yeah, I know, I'm working on it, my brother. So what's going on is, in the title of this one, is what if there was no Jimmy Dore? What if there was no sane progressive? What if there was no real progressives, Grumbines? What if there was no Jamal Thomases, Tim Blacks, H.A. Goodmans? What if there were no I mean, the list goes on and on. You know, Holly Seeliger. I mean, there's a lot of new people out there. What if there was nothing out there to keep us, to prevent us from fully and completely being engulfed? Oh, by the way, come on in. It's come on in day. But that's my discussion tonight. I mean, what in the hell? Oh wait, let me get. I got too many things moving. Too many moving parts. Too many moving parts. Hi, Cheryl. But that's the thing. So I'm just starting. Okay, that's not Cheryl. That's Eric. So what I'm talking about tonight is, what if there wasn't anything? What if there was no Abby Martin? What if there was? I mean, fuck. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, there's so many. Hey, buddy. You know, that's the discussion tonight. What would we do without all these people that are bringing us information out there that is important? What if there was no Glenn Greenwald? What if there were, you know, I mean, let's just name all these people. Whoever's. Am I missing anybody? I think I know I am. I know I'm missing a bunch of people, but I'm saying there's so many sources out there, like the guys from We Are Change, which is really good. The Free Thought Project, which I think is really good. BuzzFeed has some good information every once in a while. Mike Figueroa. What if there was no Mike Figueroa? Right? That guy's fucking epic.
I have no idea.
No, that's what
I think we could still be brainwashed by watching the Idiot Box.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what if there was none of this? There was a time Okay, this is before you were around, by the way, Eric. This is good that you're here because it's good for you to know this. But there was a time that everybody completely depended on mainstream media for their information. There was no 1997, 1998, 99, 2000. People were kind of in. I mean, we were playing and doing things on the internet, but it wasn't really heavy duty as far as um, social media or
Nowadays.
YouTube and all these things were just. This stuff is still new. This stuff is like cars have been around since 1889 or something like that. You know, when the first cars were coming out and all this. But what I'm saying is all this information that we're getting would not be here if it wasn't for social media and all these people that are bringing it to it. There's some shit. There's some crazy shit too. There's a lot of stuff out there, like guys that are like, you know, the flat earthers. They're out there, right? A lot of flat earthers.
Yeah.
I love those guys. You know why I like them? Because they make life fun, right?
Like with me, here's one thing I actually disagree. You know, the things I actually do disagree. I mean, it's their right to think, but can they actually do the factual information?
No,
I mean, yes, there are flat lands in Earth, but doesn't mean that the world is flat. That's my main
yeah. Well,
thing.
the point, Eric, on that is that they're just fucking idiots and they make life fun. It's good to have. It's good to have people out there that are to point and say that person's easily manipulated. That person's easily succumbs to the will of others. That person is a fucking follower. That person, okay, and you need an example of people out there like that. You're your own man, Eric. You're your own man. I try to be,
Independent.
right? I try to be. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of people out there and remember we watch these we show these religious things every once in a while, like of these guys doing these seances and somebody will bring snakes in and this lady will get bit like 20 times and but it's for Jesus, but it's for, you know, fucking crazy shit out there on social media, and that's been happening for a long time. But the point is, what if there was no Jimmy Dore? What if there was none of these
I have
people?
no idea.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, or people and alike. That's part of the title of this. Is what if there weren't any of those people? Let me look in the chat. What does people say? It's whatever, but just saying. I do whatever Putin tells me. That's what Robert said. That's fucking hilarious. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Robert. Okay, is Cheryl here? I didn't. How come it says Cheryl when you come on? Is it because it said Cheryl when you first came on?
Oh.
Who's Cheryl? You don't. Okay. Anyway, so the picture that I put up there in the beginning was. Give me a second. Desktop. Where is it? Where is it?
Jimmy Dore was like really fantastic today.
He was
like,
fucking epic, bro. That's why I'm saying it's. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. That's so huge.
he was fantastic, and he did an amazing job today. I'm looking forward to what's gonna be of CNN.
Yeah, the guy should. I mean, honestly, the guy should definitely be. And I'm gonna put this up real quick.
But he was right when he said we should be protesting them. Fuck yeah! Like with me.
Yeah.
I would actually use DNC and Podesta emails to go out and protest these sons of bitches. I would do it. I would get out there. I would get I would put like DNC emails and Podesta emails up on a big poster.
On big posters. On big posters. On big posters. That's a good idea. So I'm gonna post this real quick, and then I'm gonna hold on. It's not gonna be on YouTube though. Sorry, guys. Wait, darn it! I keep freaking. Hang on. Just a second. Oh, wrong one. Oh, darn it. Hang on. Let me let whoever in first. I don't think I said it. Snork's here. Hey, Snork.
Hey, Snork.
Okay. Yeah, it's late. It's Saturday. I'm good, guys. So anyway, yeah, that's why I'm having this. I'm just trying to. Why is this doing this? Oh, that's why. Stupid, you stupid man. Here, this is why. Do you guys ever seen Up in Smoke? Eric, you ever seen the movie Up in Smoke?
Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Cheech and Chong shirt that I got for Christmas.
That's awesome.
For my sister.
That's awesome. Okay, so let me see if this will come up now. I wonder if I'm. No, it's still. Oh, you know what? It's only getting. Oh, you know what? This is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. I just figured it out. Duh. James, you Joey. I'm being such a fucking Joey right now. It's great. It's a picture, and I put it on the front of this. Hold on. Here we go. Open with copy. Here we go. Just a second. This is an important picture, and the reason why I'm going to put this, it may not seem important to you, but it's hugely important to James here at Monotalk. Definitely is. So I'm going to put it on my Facebook, which I can definitely post. Oh, it won't. Fuck. Oh, God. Hold on. Sorry. I mean, what do you, Snork, who do you watch a lot of? Who's the go-to for your sources for everything besides mainstream media? I mean, I'll touch on not Rachel, but MSNBC every once in a while. Just to kind of see what the mood is and how much they're fucking everybody up and bullshitting. And I'll slip in the CNN every once in a while on Fox. But who's your guy? Who's your people? Where do you go?
I usually start the day with Ron Placone.
He's awesome.
Later on the day, I'll catch Let the Madness Begin.
I love those guys. Yes.
And definitely pull up some of the other ones here. I got to read off my list.
Glad you brought them up. They're so cool. Michael and Steve, I think, or Pete, or Michael, Will and Michael, William and Michael. Yeah, that's their names. But they're just, those guys are fantastic. Definitely. Okay, now I can bring
Uphill Media.
Yeah.
Used to be Bernie TV.
Right. Okay, that's better.
Trying to see some others you might not recognize here.
Can you guys see the YouTube? Yes, you guys have the technology to see the YouTube, right? You have the
yeah, I'm off of it right now.
Yeah, that's all right. But the thing is what I'm showing is
I got
a
Lee Camp.
Oh fuck, yes, thank you. Lee Camp. See, I missed that one. Thank you. But okay, now I'm not showing that.
I share a lot, so I share a lot and I watch a lot. Like I'm
going to type in here. What if there was no Jimmy? I mean, heaven forbid, right? Jimmy Dore. Oops. And alike. That's part of my show. You know, I mean, what would... Oh, shit. Oh, man, my cursors... I think I need batteries for my remote mouse.
I just changed mine a few seconds ago.
Yeah, it makes a difference. You can tell when it starts stuttering, you know it's not good. Okay, so you've got some good... So I think we've hit some good ones. I think I'm missing some, though. Can you think of any?
Graham Elwood. There was some I just started to.
Yeah, Graham Elwood, definitely. Ron Placone, I got to tell you.
The people that come on here.
Who?
The people that come on here and actually give out.
Oh yeah, we're getting ours. Trust me, we're badass. There's no doubt about that, baby. I'm telling you. We're awesome. You know, Stevie, Red Economics, David with Independent Outsider, Eben Kim, amazing, you know, good information. Elizabeth Leah Voss, one of
Susie Dawson.
William Pound's good friends, right? Susie Dawson, who she friended me recently, right? By the way, Tuesday, it looks like I'm gonna have Steve Grombine on here at 6.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's this happened before. He's super busy guy. You guys don't. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I think he's gonna show up this time, and we're gonna roll out the green carpet for him and the rainbow carpet or whatever color we got. Okay, so Bob, I got a question for you. Are you there, Bob? You copy? So we're bringing up names of people, and that's the title of the show tonight. Is who are we? If all we had to do, here it is. What if we didn't have Jimmy Dore and a like? Where would you know what I'm saying? Where would we? What if we didn't have YouTube? What if we didn't have Steam It? What if we didn't have Patreon? What if we didn't have all this stuff? And all we had was the big three and CNN, and which is what we've been through for a long time.
I'd probably be an idiot. So
exactly.
Yeah,
for sure. We'd all be fucking.
No, it's like you were asking who I watch. I like Kyle Kalinske on Secular Talk. That's my first.
Oh yeah,
my first watch of the day.
I like Kyle Kalinske. He's pretty spot on. There's been a few things, but I mean, you can't. He really tries his hardest to.
Well, that's what I like about him. Like I like Jimmy Dore. I like watch Dore and everything, and like Ron Placone and all those guys, and Humanist Report, Figueredo. But I like Kalinske because I kind of disagree with him on stuff, but I like that because he's not. It's not like I disagree with him like I disagree with right wing people. You know what I mean? He like his points actually he makes valid points, and I can't say that he's totally wrong in his thinking. Some like you said, there's a few things here and there that maybe I disagree with, but
who is that?
I think he's
who was the
he does a
idiot
good
last
job.
night that Evan brought up that had a show. It's like socialism is evil. Prove me wrong.
Oh, Steven Crowder.
Steven Crowder. So you're talking about the Steven Crowder. Right?
He's funny, but there are things I actually disagree with him on.
Oh, he's an idiot. That guy's stupid as hell. Steven Crowder.
I mean, some funny stuff, but I do disagree with his ideology. I mean, I'll give him credit when it comes to comedy, but when it comes to ideology, I disagree with him.
Yeah. Like I was saying about him, and there's a lot out there like this, and this is a thing that we need to be careful.
But I'm not defending him at all.
No, of course not. I get that. We get that. But the thing we need to be careful, there's a lot of people that are really good at manipulation. They're really good at there's YouTubes out there on how to get people to follow your cult. There's fucking YouTubes for that. How to get how to hypnotize people, all this other shit. No, I look it up, bro. Just type in how to hypnotize people. It's freaking out there. There's all kinds of stuff and ways how to win a debate.
Also Sam Cedar, David Pakman. He's part of the propaganda culture. Sam Cedar, he's part of the propaganda culture.
I watch his show too. I don't subscribe. I subscribe to Pakman. I watch Cedar, but I don't subscribe.
I just can't stand the lecturing from David Pakman. It's pretty much like a lecture.
It is. It's a lecture.
Hear David Pakman.
He had some good stuff. He had a thing on, he had a good thing about socialism. I thought he did a special on socialism that was pretty neat. But yeah, no, I agree. He's slightly left of mainstream. I mean, slightly left.
That's one.
At best.
That's one thing that I'm really trying to for people to understand is there's wacky right to where they don't even vote. I'm talking about people like.
It's on both sides. The wackiness is on both sides.
Like Jim Jones kind of people, that drink the fucking Kool-Aid, right?
Like the sovereign citizens people. Have you heard of those guys?
Sovereign citizens. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those.
They're.
And then there's the flat Earth people. That's really gone. And then you start leaning into the Republicans, right? Go who? Yeah, just say.
Fly said, James sounds like you are pulling audio from two sources. Check on OBS.
Got it.
Oh, I want to say too, Winkle's in the chat. I think he should join.
He'll come in. I hope he comes in. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Does that sound better, Fly? Thank you, Fly. Fly is like, he's like an angel, but he's a fly.
Fly's awesome.
It's different.
He's your like your technical director.
Well, not only that too, but I mean, but he flies around, sits on the wall, but then he's the fly you can hear. He's the fly that could actually communicate with you. If there was a fly on the wall that could communicate you, that would be that fly. You know, it would be good to have him around, like if you're like at a job interview, and you have a mouthpiece, and he's there when you're in the job interview, right? And you go and the question is, so could you give me an example of some things that happened in your last job where you had some confrontations where you had to take care of it yourself? You know, and then he would just kind of feed you the right answer. One of those kind of dudes. Yeah, he's good to have around, no doubt. Truth the pounds. Truth in the pounds.
Hey, how's it going?
I just wanted to make sure my I got a smile on my face from him. You're good, James. Yeah. Desktop audio, that's what it is. So when I come on, it's desktop audio. I didn't know that. What's going on?
So, you mentioned Jimmy Dore in your title.
How long has he been around? How long has he? You know, right? 2012. When? No, 2007. 2007.
You're talking about Jimmy Dore?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on the scene for a while. I wouldn't.
Well, he kind of went away for a while.
Yeah.
Like he had stuff for like 3 years to like 2010, and then he didn't like do anything until like Bernie came like in, and he started up again.
But it looks like Jesse is about to help Jimmy get out of the whole TYT network thing, because now Jimmy's appearing on Jesse's show.
Yeah, I said that. You like that? That's great, right?
Oh, I caught that today. That was fucking epic. Okay, so what does that mean?
Shows.
So and Jesse's on RT?
Yeah,
he is. What's the name of the show?
His brother, his son has been on RT.
His son has Watching the Hawks.
Tyrell.
Watching the Hawks. That's his show.
Tyrell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like Jimmy is about to leave TYT any second now, because
come on, you can do it, Jimmy. You can do it.
Because TYT's been pushing the whole Russiagate thing, and you have Jimmy appearing on RT, so it looks like it's in the making.
It's in the makings. I really, guys, and I can't stress this anymore. I'm hoping that one day some company or somebody out there will have the freaking gonads or the pussy, because balls are weak, testicles, you can flick them and the guy will fall on his ass. Right, that's fucking great that I think of it like that. But the thing is to have an American channel that actually sticks up for American people.
I think, what's happening with Jimmy right now, it's like a transfer. Here's what I think might happen. Okay, so they leave. Okay, so maybe there'll be a moment when Lee Cam, Tyrell, Brigida, and all that entire group on RT that does the good reporting, when they leave that channel because of the funding, because that tends to be an issue. But with somebody like Jimmy Dore starting up over there, that could actually happen. I mean, they call CNN. They call Jimmy the left wing Alex Jones. But outside of that kind of shows how big he is. how big Jimmy is.
He's very big.
And it just shows how the mainstream media is like scared of people, like with oh, we have to go and lecture and label and use identity politics to further our own gain, and we're gonna piss people off and get people all riled up and triggered, but without that's what CNN does. They misinform people.
So it's like I think that. So you know how the Tea Party started up their own little TV network, right? It's called like
the Green News
One
Network.
America Network.
Back in the day, yes.
Yeah. So like that, we could make there could be a left-wing version of One American Network made.
That would be a good idea. We really need it. I don't want a connection with another country. I want it to be organic from the United States of America.
I think that's what's going on right now, is that this is happening on YouTube because I don't have cable. Like, my parents have cable, but they're in their 60s, like I have cable internet, but I don't have like TV subscription because it's garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
So like we gotta find what's the next cable? Is it YouTube? Maybe. Something like Steam It, hopefully.
Hopefully Steam It.
Yeah, but nobody's on that shit. So
I mean, nobody was on YouTube at one point. Nobody was on Facebook at one point.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so like maybe it's wishful thinking, but maybe it's not.
Or
anything can happen.
Than most of the other organizations, although I don't know how much that had persisted after Stalin started purging Trotsky's subordinates.
That's a good catch. I missed that reference entirely.
I mean, to me, when I look at this.
All right, I'm watching Bram and Elios and Garden, and they're. I didn't know they were streaming. Here, look.
I like that they were talking about Trotsky.
Oh, they are?
It interests me. They're talking about the Stalinists purging the Trotskyists.
I know about that. I'm more in line with Trotsky.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that. Give me it in a nutshell. Who can explain it?
Trotsky thought it should be like he was the head of the Red Army. He went to Mexico to try to like make. He believed in like a world revolution. He believed like the whole world needed to do it,
but he didn't
believe. Yeah, go on, go Truth. You got
it. So Trotsky didn't. So yeah, he wanted he said as Marx said that the revolution is never ending. And that's one idea prominent in Trotskyism, but a fundamental difference between Trotskyism and Stalinism, Leninism, that's irrelevant. But the fundamental difference between Trotskyism and Stalinism is that Trotskyism is far more libertarian. There's far less state control over word policing and stuff. While Stalinism is just absolute trust in pretty much government. Like Trotskyism, you have a sense of free thought.
Yeah, the word political.
So there's different. Are you guys trying to say? I want to get back to what we were talking about. What I want to ask. So there's different forms of not socialism, but communism. There's different forms of communism.
Oh, many.
Okay, see, I'm an idiot. There you go. Perfect. Now I'm smarter. I'm a little smarter.
In fascism too.
Okay.
You have anarcho-syndicalists that are like they're basically anarcho-communists, like anarchist communism. Like you have statist communism. You have like Stalinists, like people that believe that like the state rules no matter what. You have people believe there should be no state. They're still both communists. So yeah, there's wide There's
the reason
many different types.
The reason Stalin felt the need to put an ice pick in Trotsky's head was because Trotsky called Stalin totalitarian, which he was, and that was I think 2 days after Trotsky said Stalin was Stalin's regime was a totalitarian regime. You know, he got an ice pick in his head.
Wow. It's pretty nutty. All right, I want to kind of stay on this topic, guys. I'm sorry I went in that direction. I was just doing it because...
No, that's fine. Let's get on.
But I've got some stuff in here from the live chat. Roosevelt, it's hard to tolerate voter shaming between people having to work several jobs. The election system's corruption and disenfranchisement. People have no idea what each voter's motivated is. Hold on. There was also a thing that somebody had mentioned that Jimmy's suing CNN. I think he should for defamation of character.
Oh, he should. He should starve out CNN and completely just destroy the media company once and for all. I mean, it's going to eventually happen to MSNBC, Fox News, New York Times, Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal. They all need to go anyway.
I think we need to sue Fox, MSNBC, and CNN.
WikiLeaks,
Yeah.
Podesta emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
all of them.
Once we find out all that information, they will fucking go down. This is why the DNC emails and the Podesta emails are important. That's the only thing that's actually going to take down the corporate media and also Democrats too.
Yeah. I say we should sue them all for, what is that? There's a lawsuit. It's called.
They are also misleading.
No, it's called. It's misleading. There's actually, I'm trying to remember the term, but it has to do with not defamation of character, but it's in that area where they cause it's like they're perpetrators. I mean, to war.
Propaganda. That's what the Democratic Party.
Yeah. What I'm saying. What is that? An accessory. They're an accessory to war crimes. They are people that have actually pushed war. If you're a person that you know it's bullshit, yet you're lying to get people to kill, maim, destroy, hurt, there should be a fucking law, right? Am I right or am I wrong? There should be.
You know the Nuremberg trials, right? Or is that how you say it? The Nuremberg trials? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But that's when, you know, they put the people who did, Nuremberg. You know, that's when they put the people who were like the people who led the charge for the crimes against humanity. The Nazi leaders were tried. I think the media in Germany was tried. So yeah, I've always been an advocate for that. You know, like at first, you know, just put the war criminals next to each other. I'm saying like Obama, Bush, Trump once he leaves office, because I know you can't. It's hard to say if you can try a serving president. I don't know.
Somebody?
But you know, like put them all in front of a.
Sorry, Rebel. I didn't know you were there.
Hey, Rebel.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, Truth. We didn't hear a bell. You guys didn't hear a bell? I didn't hear a bell. And I'm all over the place with this, so I got like 20 screens up.
You know, like just all in front of the hammer of justice. Whoever's like, if this is just going to be a jury thing, I don't know. I'm not entirely certain how the Nuremberg trials actually function. But I don't believe in firing squad. But I don't believe in the death penalty in general, and I have to remain consistent on that.
Yeah.
But you know, even for the most low-sum people who I would wipe my shoes with, I have to remain consistent on it. So not death penalty, not firing squad, but jail, just behind bars. That's all. That's good enough.
Okay, so Rebel, who did I leave out? I don't know how long you listened, but I'm just trying to figure out who did I leave out in regards to the title of this show, and I think this is important. And I think we don't give enough kudos, congratulations, appreciation. I mean, I can't give I don't know if you see the money that Jimmy gets, but I see like $20, $40, $50, $100. But he deserves it. This guy's been doing this for a long, long time. Question is, who else can you think of that we haven't brought up that we should be thinking out there that's bringing real information to it? Rebel. Let me just ask Rebel. Hang on, Truth. Hang on.
Even though she can be emotionally charged, which I don't blame her, Debbie is one that she's like in research almost 24/7. I mean, that's her. I swear to God, she just devotes her life to just researching, digging, going in places that it's not easy going into the demented part of the rabbit holes.
Right.
It's, in fact, for me, I have quit doing that in the past 2 days because I am fucked up in the head for what I've seen.
You get bumped and bruised. When you fall down the rabbit hole, it's not like a straight fall where you're hitting corners or things poking out at you, right?
There's a lot of evil, and so
it's tough
for her to just pump out information. She
is definitely she's a book.
She could be
a plethora of knowledge.
She's earned her right to be considered crazy, and I don't see that in a bad way because
that's epic.
I'm feeling that from the dark shit that I've seen. It's not easy on the emotion and the psyche because you just can't believe people can be this evil, when you're a good person and you don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I give her a lot of room.
That's a good point. It's so hard. It's going to be Snorkex. Sorry, Truth, because Snorkex is hand raised. But let me just comment on what she's saying. When you're in that place, and I've been there, and I find something, I'm just like, how? You're like, how on the universe's great green earth could this happen? It's just unfathomable, and a fuse just goes bzz, right, and it actually fucking hurts your head.
Hurts my soul.
Hurts your soul. Yes, exactly.
I am not like that.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snark. You were gonna say.
Have you seen one called One American News Network?
Is that the new one?
I just saw it the other day, so I really haven't got an idea how good they are yet.
Is it on YouTube or is it on cable?
YouTube, and it was covering Syria being a hoax. And
let me just type it. One American News Network.
And it's just
One American News Network.
One is spelled out. One American News Network.
Oh, OANN.com.
Is it on YouTube or a site?
Well, they've been. Oh, you know what? They've been around for a couple years now. They're not old. They're new. I was watching them. They actually have an actual. They're out there. I think they're more right wingish. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Go ahead, Truth.
I was talking about them earlier. You know how they were essentially Tea Partiers. From the last I remember.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're more the Tea Party configuration with this. I think.
Quite a few guys.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I think they're more libertarian. This is libertarian, and they're kind of they're Rand Polish. I have watched these guys before. I'm not saying they're bad. It's good to have another mix. I'd say the more news stations in the mainstream, the better. But if they are being operated in some way, shape, or form from some corporation or some, which most of them, if you have, these guys got money. They've got commercials. They've got sponsors. That's the thing that really is the red flag, period. When you have people that are paid for by the people, then who are you beholden to? Who are your masters?
I'll find that out. I'm going to go to Open Secrets.
No. The open secrets I gotta tell you. Open secrets. Are you joking? Are you really going to open secrets?
But I wanted
Actually,
to.
they have information. They have information and all that.
They're okay. They got some good stuff. What I'm saying is when there is a source out there that's got big time donors from big time people, you got to follow the money. You got to follow the money. Follow the paper and it leads to the money. So then you're going to know who they're actually.
Like on the movie, this is your god, and it has it has it on the money.
Yes, perfect. Is that a movie? What movie was that? Is that a movie?
They Live.
They Live. Right. Perfect. No open secrets. I'm not bashing open secrets. I've just heard some interesting stuff from open secrets. I don't think that's.
Yeah, but they can't. They can't get away with lies on banks.
Oh, it's Snoops I'm talking about. I think it's Snoops. Am I talking about Snoops, guys?
Oh, Snopes, you mean?
Snopes.
Yeah, I hate Snopes.
Yeah, Snopes is that. Open secrets a little better.
Right. Huh. There is no politicians or lobbyists connected to them.
And that's a fast search. I'm just saying. For me to be thorough, I have to check. I check from like this corner and this corner, and I check from this angle, and I check from this angle, and I check from all kinds of angles,
I do too. That's how I found out about the white helmets.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the white helmets. A fucking joke.
I found out all the banks that are interconnected with them. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and then we find out for sure that the girls and the people that were being washed, there wasn't a fucking chemical. It was a bomb. Nobody. It's Syria. What a bunch of bullshit. And we just fired off 120 fucking missiles at an average of $100,000 a piece. It's just It's right. That's the stuff. That's the stuff that kind of gets you wacky.
Go ahead, Truth. What makes me sick about that more than anything is the kids were being treated for the dust inhalation just fine. Everything was calm. White helmets come in and start spraying gas. And then they started just like ramping up shit. And here's these kids all of a sudden scared as fuck. It's like total psychological abuse on these kids to do that. They're going to remember this.
I know. They're getting paid. Somebody's going to pay them. That's all I'm saying.
No, the kids.
Oh yeah, but I'm not saying it's part of an act. I'm joking. But the thing is it's sad. It is sad that all this is happening and they're part of this. They create this propaganda and all. When they orchestrate these things, they don't care who it hurts. Like I was talking the other day, Madeleine Albright was on fucking Stephen Colbert, and he's just sucking on her fucking clit, right? It was just ridiculous. And she's the same girl that said, "Oh, it's okay if we kill 500,000 babies. That's okay to do that. 500,000. It's like, why would you want to associate yourself with that person? Or 500,000, not 500,000. That doesn't sound that much. When you say 500,000, if you know what I'm saying, 500. That's 500, 000. Right? That's just fucking insane. Oh my god. Eric, can you watch the place for a second? I gotta go for a second.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
So I wanted to bring up somebody that I want to praise for a little bit, and that person's Larry King.
Oh yeah.
This is a guy who separated himself from a very successful job, very high-paying job, and on one of the most high up there networks because of how uncomfortable he was with the network.
says it's conservative based, and right now they are being distributed from DirecTV, Verizon Videos, TV, AT&T, Converse, Frontier Communications, CenturyLink, Prism TV, and numerous regional video distributors. And they were originally located at the Washington Times Building studio.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, I see this on, like, one girl on there all the time. She reminded me so much of Tommy Lauren. Wasn't Tommy Lauren on that network? Tommy Lauren, blonde girl who, like, loves strong.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, like, you don't know who she is? Holy shit.
I wasn't really into that. No.
She was actually back to show, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then I also, before that, I think she was on that network as well.
I'm surprised then I don't know her because I watched.
Now she's on Fox News. Oh yeah, Trevor Noah.
I'm quite surprised then because I used to watch Glenn Beck religiously just so I could hate somebody.
She's on Fox now, right?
Yeah. I used to want to choke him all up on it. Oh.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, so maybe it's better for you if you don't for Tommy Lauren because
yeah, if you hit say that I holy shit. Just wait.
I've always laughed at Glenn Beck because he did crazy shit on TV. Like, one time he actually, he was crying while counting pennies. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was, I think one of those what the fuck laughs. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm just laughing though. It's like, yeah. I was like,
I watched him on the Blaze for a while, and like I just saw him go on this tangent about like we're gonna be a whole bunch of rich dudes, and we're gonna fight the Blaze. Like he was doing some campaign, and I forgot what it was.
will you fight for the Blaze? If you're a Christian, it was just
what he was
and his face.
What?
I don't know, but his face was so pink. He wasn't even screaming, but his face was really pink while he was saying it. He looked like he hadn't had air in a while. Sometimes he gets like that, but he was like just
her.
He's just over.
Oh yeah, her.
Oh, you're sharing a. Oh, you see Tommy Lauren.
Oh, I could. I wanted to push her in mud. I did.
That is the best thing I heard all day. I'm dead. I'm no longer alive. Oh god. But yeah. No, she like there was this god damn. that I would love to see that. Like just her in mud. She'll be like my mani-pedi.
It always reminded me of those females that just can't get anything dirty or just the slightest little chip in her fingernail polish would have just like made her stay in bed for a month all depressed.
I need to mute myself.
Anyway, got that out of my system. Oh, there's something else though that I haven't gotten out of my system. Oh, it's right there. You want to know how we're played? Oh my God, I'll show you. This is Barbara Bush's funeral. Look who's talking to Melania. Like they're all chumpy friends.
The fucking cunt.
Can you believe that? They're sitting all together. It's like, this is just a fucking show. And you know what I think it is? It's to flush out Julian.
They're a bunch of fucking terrorists.
Oh, it's like, you fucking ass. You know, I'm not buying anything, you know. Democrats can go ahead and take the Republicans to court. It doesn't mean shit. They're friends. They're just trying to cause us to have something else to be distracted by. And
you know what Jesse Ventura said about that? When he compared politics to professional wrestling.
Yeah, that was all political themes too. Just like wrestling.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Like it's like, I'm gonna destroy you, Hulk Hogan. Yo, you better not sign that contract, Andre. Well, that was I was looking at some clips of that. That was cool. But at least with wrestling, the fakeness isn't killing anybody.
You know, I'm swearing to God, if we could get everybody, we the people on board, and just turn our backs and cut off all the attention toward all the crap that's happening up there at the hill, and don't pay attention to any, what do you call that, mainstream news media. Don't share it. Don't do anything. Just put them like as if they never existed. All this shit would stop. It's like a spoiled little child getting attention, and once you just walk away from it, doesn't have anything to give attention to.
Exactly. The mainstream media are like a bunch of establishment, spoiled little ungrateful fucking brats that need to be put in their fucking place.
The only reason why the Democrats and the Republicans are playing this little crit game, it's because they know it'll get them attention. And I think we should starve them.
Starve them the attention, like I say. Starve them of the attention. It would actually be a good thing.
Little fucking narcissists.
So Rebel, what did you think about that one video that I posted on Twitter?
Fuck Joyanne Reed. Snarky cut.
So
he just had to get that out of his system.
And also, fuck Rachel.
You know, like I hate Joyanne Reed more though, because like I saw her interview with Donna Brazile. Like, you had a corrupt politician going up to a newswoman, and like the corrupt politician was trying to be more honest than the news anchor. Like, it was same, but like it's like Joyanne Reed was like, so the DNC wasn't rigged against Bernie; it was rigged against Donna. That was the question she asked.
Joyanne Reed, she's like a lecturing, like she all she does is like lecture, bitch, and fucking moan because like like you know what bothers me the most? If people really cared about racism, she basically defended Hillary Clinton, who's like a fucking racist. I was like, people should fucking question where they actually get their fucking sources from too.
You know, Donna actually called Hillary Clinton racist during the 2008 primary.
Like, it's like I don't get it. It's like, yeah, Joyanne, yeah, and she's defending a lying racist, and she's okay with this. I mean, if I were in her position, I'd be like, I refuse to bow down to the bitch's ankles. when she said, when she had that comment, when she called black youth super predators and saying bring them to heel. If I were Joyanne Reed at that time, I'm like, no one should be bound down to this bitch's ankles, and that's for damn sure.
And make her bow to hers.
I want to see people bow down to Cynthia McKinney.
No, I will no longer bow down. I will no longer worship anybody. They're great, but I am no longer giving any politician any level of idolizing ever again.
I'm not talking about I'm just saying maybe these mainstream news networks bow down, because I was okay. So just one off note, against the media, but I was watching this very old this very old CNN piece on Cynthia when it was when she was running for her for another term.
Mm-hmm.
The one that she quote unquote lost,
mm-hmm.
the seventh one. And, they were talking about her experience with a Capitol Hill police officer. Okay. They said, they were talking about, they were essentially trying to paint her as the angry black woman. For real. They were okay, so they said about her that she's just doing too many. Okay, they said about her that she's full of something because of she called for a release of investigations to the Tupac Shakur killing or whatever. But that they were just trying to paint her as this just this bad, just foul mouth person in that piece. And they said and then I know an exact quote they used. She even had the something to say that the Capitol Hill police officer thing was about her race. That's what CNN said. They were just they were just using this dirty old
identity politics
tone of voice.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even. Yeah, they were using this tone of voice against Cynthia, and it was the first time that I really saw a woman, and I just thought, you need to. It's this was there was just some blonde. I'm about to go full misogynist. Lord help me.
Misogyny.
Lord help me. I was about to say some Eric words. Lord help me. Prevent me from saying mean words about women just because of gender, please. Please.
Get on with it. What did she do?
She I don't know. She was just it was essentially she was talking like Tommy Lauren, the way that Tommy Lauren talks against Colin Kaepernick, and the way I wanted to see something happen to her. Even if it was my own mother, I would call for my mom, said, "Hey mom, can you please beat this woman up for me, please?" Even though this was a report from
I haven't heard how she talks about Kaepernick yet. I haven't. I just know I have my own feelings about him.
It's just arrogance, really. It's just the arrogance in the voice and how you know that it's just stupid arrogance.
Cynthia McKinney, I don't even know who that is. So, hey, I'm going to post somebody up here now. I don't care right now. Sorry. So, here we got, I'm going to post here and there, a guy that I used to kind of follow, but I still do it on occasion. Oh, hey, Stevie. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey,
and then there's So I'm talking about all these people. So Tom Hartman, from what I'm hearing, if you start to talk about Green, if you disagree with him in his shows when you call in, he'll cut you off and hang up.
Oh shit! Ring of Fire, David Pakman show. That actually does make some sense now, even more than ever.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But this guy is no Jimmy Dore, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He just doesn't do it for me at all. He does have some good stuff every once in a while. I like his stuff on ADHD that he brought up a while back. That ADHD is from the hunter-gatherer people, and we're just nobody's supposed to be sitting in a classroom for an hour listening to some person going wah 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 wah. Right? That's stupid. And then there's also, let me bring this up. There's I don't know if you guys go ahead, Steve.
That's what's so disappointing about Tom Hartman is he is really smart. He does have a lot of great information. I know when I first started getting into politics, I watched the show all the time, but he like after the primaries, he showed really quick it wasn't about politics. It was, I mean, I called into his show, not the Tom Hartman show, but his like radio show that he does on the side. And to tell him about Jim Justice and how he's using his office to get rich just like Trump. And even though I've heard him rail against Trump for these very same things, he started making excuses for my governor because he's a Democrat. Like this wasn't your logic. This wasn't your way of thinking when it's somebody that has an R by their name. So it just proved that he was a sheep. Yeah. After that, I was like, I mean, I don't think that he's dumb. I think he's got some good points sometimes, but you can't trust him when it comes to the Democrats.
He's a plethora of knowledge. The guy is extremely smart, but I think there's a little fly in his ear, is what I want to say. And there's so many people out there that are connected to these large corporatist cable news shows, or they want to become it. Hence, Jank.
I would never become it because I don't want to. Because, like, with me, I don't want to read through a lecturing teleprompter because I would be like, you know what, fuck this. I would, you know what, if I was ever forced to do that, I would be like, fuck this shit. I'm not going to read through this fucking lying lecturing teleprompter lying to the American public about how we're lying and misinforming the American people and brainwashing them like a goddamn cult. I would just say it. I don't care if I get fired or anything like that. I wouldn't care. Because I'm just gonna freely speak my mind, not to shove money in my fucking mouth like those goddamn whores on TV.
So essentially, you would say,
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Was that truth?
Wait, listen.
I can't hear it. It's too low. Can you guys hear it?
Oh, let me try. Okay, Bill O'Reilly once went on a tangent. I was playing that, when he's just like, this fucking thing sucks. Like, I wish I.
Well, I seen that before. That was actually really funny. Oh, I'll admit it. I actually laughed at with Bill O'Reilly doing that. That was like, it's like it's like, here's one thing, you already know that it's getting to them, but they just keep going along with it because they want to stay in their fucking ivory tower penthouses and just get drunk and be miserable or do whatever God knows what the fuck they're doing.
Drinking a lot? Yeah, that probably is how they suppress their empathy for things, is they drink a lot. Here's another.
I always
go ahead.
Wonder what they do.
What?
I always wonder what they do on their off-camera,
Coke, whatever. Fuck, they could do whatever they want at $30,000 a day. I mean, whatever. 30,000.
I would be fucking miserable.
Well, it's just they're getting shovel fed by the people that they're
propagating for.
Yeah, exactly. That's who they're masters of. Here's another one I'm going to bring up, which I don't know if you guys know who this person is, but I'm going to bring her up anyway. Where is she? Okay, hang on. Just done it. Here it is. Here it comes. Right here. And I'll put it on the other thing too. Stephanie Miller. You guys ever heard of Stephanie Miller? Okay.
Never heard of her.
She used to be on with Randy Rhoads. Like it would be I don't know if you guys remember the olden days. Well, you don't. But
I remember Randy.
So Randy Rhoads is on Air America. Rachel Maddow was on Air America. She got picked up by MSNBC. Randy Rhoads didn't, and and when that happened, Randy Rhoads left. But there was another person on there as well, and her name was Stephanie Miller. These people are the pussy hats. These are the pussy hat Trump haters. They believe everything the DNC tells them. Stephanie Miller's very popular. And then let's go to, like I said, let's go to Randy Rhoads, right? So what I'm saying, this is what we'd have. That's what I'm saying. Randy Rhoads. If we didn't have, where would we be without Jimmy Dore? We would be listening to these fuckers,
and like some assholes like Jimmy Kimmel and like shady Seth Meyers and all these fucking lecturing comedians that aren't fucking funny and they suck.
Yeah, and Jimmy Fallon, they're just such pawns. It's so, I mean, we see that, but the thing is there's people out there that don't see it, they don't come here, and they've recently told them. You heard Sinclair, there's stuff on social media. They're telling people not to come out here and go outside of their boxes. Does that?
I can't read it. How many subscribers does?
22,020.
Yeah, 22,020.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which isn't a lot. Which is kind of she lost a lot of people. She used to have a lot more, and then she's just kept. She was Hillary, and she's still fucking Hillary. It's just really sick.
Establishment narrative. Yeah,
exactly, Eric. And it's really, really sad where this woman is gone, and it's pretty terrible. So I'm not pumping. I'm just saying there's so many people for the potential to be like Jimmy Dore, and there's people that have watched Jimmy Dore and idolized what he's done and modeled themselves after what he's trying to do. And it's doing the research, really checking, chickadee checking yourself before you wreck yourself, like I like to say. And the thing is we wouldn't have that if we didn't have, I think, Jimmy Dore, who's been doing it, I think, longer than everybody else, who's been there. I'm trying to think of somebody else that's been at that point of complete, total, factual, and absolute complete truth.
Ed Schultz.
Okay, Ed Schultz has been there. He's kind of bent in a few times. It's good to see him. He's now an RT, which is good. But I mean, can you think of anybody else out there, Stevie? No, not off the top of your head.
This is sad.
What's sad?
What's sad?
That we can't think of.
No, the people I'm talking.
Are you talking about people that are like on mainstream media or
anywhere that's got something similar to Jimmy Dore?
Well, I would still say again Larry King, because he left a program that was very good to him, but he left it because he wanted to keep his integrity, and that was a long time ago.
Let's see if anybody in the chat has anybody out there. Who's Gene? Welcome, Gene. Cheryl's out there.
Me. Like with me, I'd rather keep my
Oh,
integrity.
what was that guy that
more than anything?
Cheryl? Who's that? Cheryl Vick. Who's that guy in Hawaii? Remember she used to talk about this guy? I've watched him a couple times. God, where the fuck? I'll find him. Talk amongst yourselves. Here's a topic. What would we do without Jimmy Dore?
What would we do without Snowden? What would we do without Julian? What would we do without?
Yeah, and those people. I mean,
Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly.
What would we do without?
We'd probably be brainwashed into
Nicole
believing
Sandler.
all
Nicole Sandler.
bullshit.
Oh, Caitlin.
Caitlin Johnston.
Caitlin Johnson. I'd never brought her up. But that's good. Okay. I'm talking about
Caitlin's
Mike
great.
Rivero. Thank you very much, Cheryl Vick. I'm going to show you this guy. His name is Mike Rivero. And I actually subscribe to him and I watch him every once in a while. Mike Rivero.
You mean Mike Figurino?
No, it's Rivero. His show is called What Really Happened.
Yeah, I know that one.
I'll tell you what happened. Hillary Clinton cheated.
There you go. Bada bing. And Hillary Clinton is a what?
A cunt.
Thank you.
She didn't know what the C means, but I could tell you I could tell you what C word that actually best describes Hillary Clinton, and no one really says it enough, and that's the word cunt.
Thank you very much.
And I got suspended on Twitter for
But cunts I actually like cunts a lot. Sorry. Is there like any? I'm just saying. I mean, literally.
Just play the video, Jim.
That was pretty bad. I'm just
we'll get into
save yourself
later.
and play the video.
Okay.
Just start.
All right, that was a little much. My apologies. Okay, cool. All right, so here he is right now. Can you guys see him?
Mm-hmm.
And
can you guys see him out there in YouTube land?
He's from Hawaii. He's actually he live streams from Maui. I don't think he's Polynesian. I can't believe I just said that. What I'm saying is, I don't know if, cunts for, in the bad term is bad, but I mean, in the term of it being what it is, I don't like those things.
You just dig yourself so much deeper. James,
shut up.
Just resist.
Change the topic. Boop, boop.
Green frogs.
Oh my god, that was so bad. Stevie's like,
I
am not having any part of this. I'm out of here.
Like me, I use that as like a universal for any gender because I don't care. Even I would call a guy a cunt.
What is that? Oh shoot!
What?
That poster in the background.
Let me see. Yeah. It's I'll share it again here.
And people are free to disagree.
It's what really happened. Whatreallyhappened.com. That's his site.
I always look at people's posters just to see what they like.
Yeah, that was I guess that was a little tasteless. Okay, I'm gonna get away from that. Boop, 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 boop. But my point is, where would we be without the likes of Jimmy Dore and all these people that are out there? We'd just be watching MSNBC, CNN, and everybody would just be fucking just the stupidest fuckers out there. And
we'll be all riled up and pro-clutching and triggered.
Yeah, everybody would be wearing pussy hats and the whole 9 yards, and it's just fucking crazy.
There's Holly. Yes.
Holly Seeliger?
Yeah, yep. I brought her up in the beginning. Holly Seeliger. That's okay. It's okay to bring people up. It's okay. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is today he had an epic show on his live show. And
his show was fantastic. Yeah, this actually had to be one of his bests.
I'd say that's topped it off. He hit every angle and every corner, and I just hope. I don't know if that's available. Does he post those or? I hope he posts that. It was 3.5 hours long. And I was jumping in and out of there and working at the same time.
I watched the whole entire
You watched
thing.
the whole entire thing. What was your best part about that, Eric? About his show?
I love the part where he said we should be boycotting, boycotting the news, basically, the mainstream media, basically. That's what I've been saying for like the longest time. I mean, we should go out there, boycott and protest them. It would actually be worth protesting towards against, because they keep lying to the American people. They keep lecturing to the American people. They keep misleading to the American people. They keep labeling. They keep using identity politics. Hell, CNN fucking proved that. They lumped the word Nazi, pedophile, all these fucking lecturing labels, and put Jimmy Dore's fucking name in there. I would fucking go after CNN. Fuck CNN. They deserve to be starved out. I don't like CNN at all.
I wonder
And
what
plus,
the
with all the DNC WikiLeaks emails and the Podesta emails, it's just enough proof to take down these corporate media sons of bitches down for good. They need to go.
I wonder what the chances of me getting a hold of George Soros and asking him to help sponsor this.
I wouldn't want that fucking fat fuck.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy is a cunt.
He'd probably look at me like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Yeah, that globalist social justice warrior cunt.
Snark, your mic's ready to go. What do you got?
Oh, I just said it never hurts to try.
He would never. He would never go against his own mouthpiece. Jesus.
But it might feel good just to get it off the chest.
Protest outside CNN.
That's funny.
Oh, I would do it, and where he
nowadays,
I would do it in a way that it was like snide, and he would know I'm making a snide remark. Oh, that would feel so good as a woman to be able to do that to him. Just cause. I know. It's not very often you see the side of me, so.
Hey, you just got a side of me that it usually doesn't get wild. Like I get wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying? So there's a guy that's coming out now. I got to show you this amazing young man who deserves the accolades that I'm about to throw at him. And that man is none other than Ron Placone. And Snork brought him up earlier, and I talked about him too. But I am telling you, this is the way I see Ron Placone. Jimmy knows a ton. Jimmy's just he's a plethora of knowledge. The stuff that comes out of his mouth is perfect, fantastic. He knows what he's saying. But every time he's a little stumped, every time he needs a little, who's this guy? Ron Placone's one of his best file monkeys, in my professional opinion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ron gives great information. And look, Ron's got Mike Figueroa on, right? That's awesome. But this guy is really getting it. When Ron first came on, and just to let you guys know, I've been following this kid. When Ron first came on, he seemed a little, sorry Ron, if you're listening or watching, a little naive. And what's happening is you've got Jenny Lynn out there and Kathy B, and you've got Rumsifer, I can't even say his name, and a bunch of people flying in to his live chat, filling his and he's reading on what's going on, because they'll tell him, because he'll go in a direction and they'll put information up in the live chat, which I call the galley. So the people in the galley are just filling him with some great information, and he's learning and he's actually kind of moving himself, not fully and completely away, but a little further away from Jimmy in certain aspects. more towards Susie Dawson and Elizabeth Leah Voss. You see what I'm saying? And stuff in that area. That's like like deep state area where Fly brings up all the time and stuff like that. So he's learning a lot, which is good, and he's starting to implement and use a lot of that information, which I think is huge. You know,
I call him Spike.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's a good kid.
Oh, look, and then Jimmy Moore.
Who?
I mean, the Jimmy Dore show is on right now.
Oh, really?
Live.
It's live?
See it? Right next to Ron.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Where would it... Oh, that's us.
Oh.
That's funny.
It says Jimmy Dore, so...
That's freaking funny.
I can't read the other stuff.
No. Yeah, it does. But the picture, if you guys notice the picture that I used... Oh, crap. Let me get out of here. Just, wait for it. Hold on. Because it's just a... Okay, there we go. Sorry. So the picture I used it's very rare and I haven't seen it. And when I saw it, I took a screenshot of it. And it's a screenshot of Jimmy not sitting next to his... it's the chair with his mic without him. You see what I'm saying? I don't think anybody has that. So that's my thumbnail for this show. Is because this show was so epic tonight and everything was so spot on, you know, and he's not perfect and none of us are perfect. But my God, you know what? CNN really fucking lit a fire under this man's ass.
He lit a fire under all of us who love him.
Yeah, my ass is so hot. I am.
Do you know how many people have written CNN and bitched at them? I have. I wrote them a scathing letter.
I sent the sorry, real quick. I sent the interview with Lee Camp and him to everywhere on CNN. Yeah, everywhere.
Good job.
I just fucking posted it everywhere. I'm sorry you were saying I interrupted like a fucking...
Oh, that's pretty much it, though. Okay. I mean, it's like... as soon as I read it, I went, oh, hell no. I went to CNN's site and went straight to the editor, and boom. It was like maybe that long.
You know who... There's another person that I brought up that I think has to be... And he was just on with Ron here is Mike Figueroa. And the reason why I like Mike Figueroa is, God, you know what? I wish the guy would get some sun. He seems a little white. I'm sorry. He just needs a little sun. You know?
Same here.
Okay. Well, you definitely like pale face. But besides that, this kid has been spot on for a long, not white like white. I'm talking like very pale. It's like he doesn't get any sun. It's like he lives in, I don't know, Toronto or something like that. But the thing is this guy and his studio and his information, he's genius. He pulls up and talks about some just a wonderful and great things, and he's so spot on, and he's right there alongside of Jimmy Dore. His show's a little bit better, but look at it. Look at his equipment. This guy knows how to market. He's fucking amazing. Look at it. Look at that microphone right there. What is that, like about $2,000 easily? I'm just saying.
Easily.
That's just what it looks like. I mean, you know equipment, right? Rebel, you definitely know. But the thing is he set his system up very well. He presents it very well. It's very professional. I would love to see this kid on a real news network. You know what I'm saying? Like having his own fucking show. That's a guy I would watch and listen to. I just hope that, and this is what I fear for a lot of people. Pac-Man's already there. A lot of these guys are already trying to, Jank is already fucking scraping at the corporate money out there, and there's a lot of people out there that are doing that.
They're all corporate cocks.
They're all corporate cocks, right? Oh, see, that's another C word. I like that. We got to use that one too.
Cock.
Right? You got to start using that one, Eric. That one's, you know, cunt and cock. I mean, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, they all suck on the.
You're on a roll.
Yeah, they all suck the corporate cock. It's like, oh, they really know how to put their money into their mouth.
Whoa! Boom. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, what does that make me a corporate bigot? Does that make me corporophobic? Because, like, you know, because I'm making fun of, you know, the labels and shit. But I'm not, you know, here's one thing. I'm not against gays or lesbians, transgender, you know, I'm not against them, but, you know, I like the, you know, I mean, I thought, you know, I heard, where did I hear from, like, corporate cock? Like, I heard it from someone, but, you know, I was like, oh, this is actually really good. I think I'm trying to remember who I heard it from.
I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what does the gay and lesbians have to do with.
Oh, like, you know, the whole thing. It's like, you know, oh, you know, someone sucking cock. Oh, you know.
Oh, they bring it up.
It's like,
so.
Go ahead, True.
So my friend, Angelia Joy, she just created this poll, and now I want.
Okay,
if
hold
you
on.
guys don't
Just
want to
a
answer
second,
the question,
just a second. Okay, do your friends? You hang out with your friends? Because I really want your friend to come on our show. Go ahead. Please ask. Have you asked her to come on and hang out?
Well. In terms of Eve, like, and maybe you talk about Eve. I'll try to ask her. She's been pretty busy campaigning.
Are you?
Yeah, but this is a different friend.
He's got like an echo.
No. I'm still on the couch.
Oh.
I just like you see.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm just laying down.
Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
But anyway,
I kind of
did. That's okay. So anyway, Angelina said, "Is it okay for women to be the big spoon in terms of cuddling?" Okay, so these are the questions. I mean, these are the answers. Spooning leads to forking. I am a woman, and I like to spoon a guy. This poll is heteronormative and transphobic. I'm a woman, and I feel neutral about spooning a guy. I'm a woman, and I refuse to spoon a guy. I'm a man, and I like being spooned. I'm a man, and I feel neutral about being spooned. I'm a man, and I refuse to be spooned. Give me your take, everyone.
Well, I didn't think that.
What's spooning?
You both are being spooned at the same time, no matter who's in the inside or the outside.
Let me look it up for myself. What is?
So I don't get. It's when you put your front against the person's back and you're laying on your side and you're curled up, all snuggled.
I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question.
All right, listen.
That's what spooning is?
Truth. I'm trying to do this show for all the people like Jimmy and everybody else.
Yeah.
Spooning means nothing to me right now. And I wanted to go in but thank you for bringing that up. We'll talk about that some other time, but I thank you though. Okay, so I forgot to mention that Cheryl said that guy Mike Rivera, he's doesn't like the war in Syria, doesn't like Trump for doing all that. There's a lot of things that he's very progressive, very liberal on. But what he does say is he says that there's no such thing as climate change. He pushes that, which is kind of fucking, I'm like, what? And that it's all a big farce. He says that. That's where he loses me. You know, so the thing is you have.
I would just. Sorry.
You have a lot of people that are very close. They're right there, right, and then all of a sudden they fucking lose you and the guy seems he's extremely knowledgeable, and maybe he knows some things. This is where I kind of got to question my thinking. But when you have 97% of the scientists out there, whether they're Harvard grads or somebody from a fucking community college, all saying that it actually is happening and it's from us, then you kind of got to wonder about this person, that they're going in a direction that could be dangerous, not just to himself and his viewers, but to the rest of the world. So when you're pushing your narratives out there and you're pushing your talking points and you're trying to get your message out, we got to be careful.
Well, sorry.
Sporking and porking. Zach's box.
How we are kind of like a smaller group, and then there's more. Collectively, there are more Republicans and Democrats than us, right? Well, what if the smaller amount of scientists that claim there is no such thing as climate change are the ones that are seeing the truth, and the other ones are just corporate people, corporate scientists that, because there are scientists that will say anything for money.
There are. No, absolutely. They're
just because they got that scientific.
Go ahead. Sorry, Rebel. Go ahead. You were saying.
Maybe there's a mix of both. Yeah, climate change exists, and
almost all of the pundits that use scientists that say that it's a hoax use scientists from one university in Oklahoma that's funded by the oil industry. The only argument amongst scientists is how much of it is anthropomorphic and how much of it, or anthropogenic, and how much of it is natural.
Mm-hmm. What is anthropogenic?
Caused by humans.
What?
Means it was generated by humans.
And I think it's natural. I think it's bad to pollute the world. Don't get me wrong. But I think this is a natural, if you look in history, we've gone through how many ice ages, Snork?
There've been a lot of ice ages, but we just missed one.
Right. So we could be due, and they're saying that
we missed one. We should have went into one. And
I know, but who says it?
Well,
who says that window didn't get moved though?
What they use a lot of statistical tools that you can model changes in data, and when it gets really good, that you really can predict where things hit when you go back and look at your data. Okay, if I try this model and I go back and I look in the past, and if I can see that that's the way it happened with all my past data, generally you consider that to be a very close model.
Uh-huh.
By those models, the heating is extreme enough that we missed an ice age or a cooling.
I think
so. Here, just like Truth, you'll be next. But this is what he's saying: because of our footprint, human, or our actions, we're missing an ice age. Could that be feasible?
Yes, but let me go on before something else gets up there. Okay. But right now, where there are many different sciences that are involved. And if you look at one science alone, things don't come into play.
Uh-huh.
Another group of scientists are saying that the next event is called a rebound. And a lot of them are actually warning about the warming is so bad that it is stopping the current flow on the Gulf Stream, which is severe, will cause severe instability, at least in Europe, if not our place as well. But the thing is we have to split data from conjecture. And just because an item is real doesn't mean that something else happened. If you put together two things, like say, I like ice cream, a murderer was an ice cream, therefore I did it. It doesn't bring into effect all the other people that could have been eating ice cream or whatever. So the fact is, we do know there's global warming. And the biggest problem is where we do need to throw money at it, the government is not throwing money at it because they're saying there's no global warming at all. And if there is a few scientists that are saying how much of it is anthropogenic, they're saying, well, if you have any doubts, then none of it is. And we probably have multiple issues. The other thing is that the amount of heat that's being released by the inside of the Earth has been going down and going down and going down. It's been doing this for billions of years. So the natural tendency of the planet is to cool. And we are not seeing that. We are seeing a rise. And we're seeing a rise that closely correlates with the changes that we've done to the atmosphere.
Wow. Okay. So just let me just say there's another and then please keep going. But and I'm kind of getting off topic, but I think this is important. There's a thing called luminescence, whereas a lot of the light that comes from the street lamps, the cars at night, are affecting natural balances. Or am I correct, Snork? There's things
that happen with our bodies.
There's an actual term for it now where we're not. The way the Earth works is when it's dark, it's fucking dark. You know,
it's supposed to be dark.
Yeah. But all the man-made light is causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, that would be anthropogenic as well, yeah. But not exactly tied to global warming.
No,
just another problem that we're making.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's so many things that we're doing just to fuck screw our existence here on the planet, which is pretty bad.
Those people that sleep with the light on and the TV on are actually making themselves so sick.
Eric.
Because your body actually needs dark, and it needs no sound.
Oh gosh.
And
I actually can't. Like, when it's
you
quiet,
you could train yourself back the other way. You've just gotten used to it.
So, like, I was just going to add, I think, even Snork brought it up, like, there hasn't been a serious discussion about the issues of science in general. Science is always thrown out the window when it comes to what happens with elected officials. It's
not true. There's plenty of them out there that discuss science. I mean,
many of them are just religious fundamentalists. There are a lot of
all of them.
People who receive money from oil. I'm talking about high-ranking elected officials. Al Gore in fact has ties to like I do not like Al Gore.
To what, Eric?
The Man Bear Pig.
There's
South Park reference.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
There's a reason Ralph Nader ran against Al Gore. He's just a lot of it's just about the money for him, for the most part.
Go ahead, Snork.
A lot of people do not bring up that we do have a scientist in Congress, Bob Foster.
Mm-hmm.
He is maybe not quite a Stephen Hawking's level, but he's right up there. He was a director of Fermilab.
Get that out of your mouth. You told me I can't put things in my mouth.
It's a mouthpiece. It's supposed to be in my mouth.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
But I'll do it. But I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
he doesn't get brought up much whenever they're talking science. It's like they told him to shut up and sit in a corner or something.
Well, wouldn't that kind of like be a little bit of what's that called? Conflict of interest.
Right. Is this Bob Foster? I don't know. This might be one of his. The Sydney Morning Herald did a little gig on him. I don't know if this is the same guy. I can't find a picture of this dude. There's a lot of Bob Fosters. That's why. But he's talking about Bob Foster was one of Australia's more significant erudite, and no, that's not it.
Not him.
That's not. I hate when that happens. It's like looking at Bob Smith. Oh, I know that guy. So what would you put? He's a congressman? What is he again?
Representative, Illinois District 13, maybe.
All right. There it is. Foster House Government. There you go. Okay,
he discovered the top quark, I believe.
What is that?
Part of the hadron, part of the nucleus.
The Hadron Collider?
No, his work led to the Hadron Collider.
Really? CERN? His.
No. That was the next step after his work.
Okay. He's he is a Democrat.
That is correct.
Okay. I'm surprised. I would love to see scientists running nations. Why
run?
When he ran, 11th. He wasn't the 13th. He won. He wasn't supposed to. The Democratic Party, although he ran as a Democrat, they refused to endorse him, and Nancy Pelosi endorsed his opponent, the Republican.
Of course. That fucking piece of shit. She is also a C, right?
Yeah, she said that speakers of the houses, even after they're gone, must be revered, and it would be an insult to let a Democrat win his former Speaker Hastert's seat.
Look at what Bill Foster put in a tweet recently. This is how cool this guy is. You know what, Rebel? I don't believe one man in a society as large as ours should be running anything. I agree. No, it should be a council of people, similar to what the Matrix had. People that are all sitting around at a table, and they all represent. It's called and Mike Feinstein brought that up with the Green Party. It's called what do they call that, you guys? It was something about proportional representation. All Americans deserve. This is what Bill Foster says. Is a very recent tweet. It was 10 hours ago. All Americans deserve affordable and accessible health care, regardless of their gender or sex identity. This decision is heartless and deliberately destructive to the health and well-being of transgender Americans. What's going on? Something, they're not including it in a bill or something? I don't know what the fuck that means. But he is for single payer, right? Yeah, that's why. Fuck, God.
Right. No, he was a good guy, and it was just very disheartening to have someone come out from the Democratic Party. And I think it's probably one of the most things that's ever upset me about them was when they refused to endorse him.
Right. All right, we're now in open forum. I should have had the topic up, but I just wanted to say, guys, thank you. We need to give a big thank you to Jimmy Dore, Saint Progressive.
Yes.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the people that we talked about tonight. I mean, where would we be without these people? Still, I got to bring up Tim Black. He's still pushing it. He's still trying his comedy thing. Just, I don't fucking understand that, why he does that. But you ever seen that when he does that? He's got the background of like like the improv with the bricks and the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks around, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, "What are you doing?" It's like he's just trying to fill space and time. It seems it's kind of weird.
I mean, some of his jokes have landed.
Yeah, there's a few that land, but I'm just like, dude, I don't know if he has it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh, you do know that Saint Progressive has quit Twitter, right? She's off the radar.
She's off, or she got booted.
No, she gave her announcement that she was deleting her Twitter account and in the process of what do you call it? Deactivating her Facebook.
Where is she going?
She said, "I'm ready to live the real world," is what she said.
Okay.
And we haven't seen anything from her.
Okay, so Debbie Lasagna, if you're listening,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope
we tried.
We've had messages together several times on certain topics on Facebook. I'm not saying she's my friend, Truth, but what I'm saying is she was kind enough to answer some questions. She at one point was going to come on. She's fed up. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just, but it's kind of like, we can't throw in it's like she's, it's almost like you're admitting, and I hate to say this, that there's no hope. And the reason why I watch her is because I think there's hope. And the reason why I listen to her, of all the things she says, because I want to know it. I want to have that information. Because, I mean, if she has questions and she listens to comments and boop, 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 stuff pops out of her head, kind of like Snork, but in a little crazier way.
Was that a little diss on me, James?
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Snork.
Didn't you say? Did you say? I'm not saying she's my friend. Truth.
Oh yeah,
I
kind of dissed you because you keep talking about Elizabeth Leah Voss being your best friend, but
she's not my best friend. My best what? She's my friend.
She's your best friend.
Acquaintance.
Okay.
Acquaintance level, but she's not my best.
I'm just pressuring you to get her on our show, Let's get her on the show. I would love to see her, but the thing is because I have so many questions. But Debbie, I'm just telling you, and I think I think what she's doing in her mind, and I believe this to be where she's at, because I noticed her psyche. I'm paying attention to this woman's psyche. Is that, yes, she's shutting it off, but she's doing it because she believes there's no hope.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she's doing it. Rebel, I know you get me, but and I know a lot of people out there are understanding this, because she truly believes that no matter what we fucking do, or what we fucking say, or how we YouTube, and how we Skype, or how we Facebook, or how we tweet, or how we Steam it, or how we, whatever we're doing out there, what is that, the picture? I can't believe I don't get it. All these social medias out there that are out there, right? She thinks it's just not, it doesn't mean anything anymore. I think that's where she's at. Is that me? Or are you guys feeling that too?
I'm kind of with her a little.
I know. See, that's I don't go down that way. I'm gonna fucking, you're gonna have to fucking reach inside of my heart and pull it out for me to stop.
Well, see, I don't think she got in enough other people's chats, and I am blessed to have this.
Yeah, thank you.
And
me too.
It gives me that battery charge, I don't think she had anywhere where she could get her battery charged. She was always trying to charge other people.
It's perfect. That's perfect. I come on here because you guys help me. Truth brings me knowledge about stuff I've never heard before. Eric gives me wonderful banter about crazy fucking Republicans with C words. It's awesome. Snark, you're just a plethora of knowledge and very jealous that you're so damn smart. And then Rebel, you and I kind of are in the same page and we talk about the same stuff. We're right there. But it's good to have, and I'm gonna say it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come in. This is your support group. I don't care who you are. Because if you don't have a place to release and people to join you, right? And what's going on, all the craziness out there, you know, you're kind of left alone. You're by yourself. Even though she has people and they're talking to her and stuff like that, you got to have people that are right there, you know? I mean, I know it's virtual. Virtual isn't wonderful. It isn't great, but at least we have it. So
at least it's face to face, you know, instead of just word on the screen.
This isn't my real face, by the way. I'm. This isn't me. This is a mask. I'm using Photoshop to do this right now, which is I fucked up on Photoshop a long time ago. Okay, so back to the. But I'm saying, Debbie, come here, hang out with us. Understand? Maybe she does watch. Maybe that's the reason why she's gone. She goes, oh my God, those fucking morons on Wanna Talk with James. That's it. We're done. Fuck everybody. I'm out of here, you know?
She's a sweetheart.
So Rosenfeld 10, I like being challenged, and we must all be skeptical of everything. Most of us are convinced climate change is real. So, so he's kind of like, I don't know. When I hear, I'm just like, okay, so I'm at a beach. I don't know where Rosenfeld is. Rosenfeld, where do you live? Because on the beach,
yeah, because I want to stalk you.
Yeah, he's gonna, because Rebel's gonna suck it. But I live on the coast of the most beautiful beaches besides Hawaii. Sorry, Hawaii. Well, Bora Bora is pretty badass, I think. But and I walk along these beaches, and there's these. They're called tar patties. They call them, and they're from the oil wells, the rigs that are lined up all across our coastline, and they're a mile to 2 miles out. They're everywhere. There's tons of them.
Can you take pictures for me?
I can show you right now. They're freaking everywhere. I'm gonna go. Hold on. But the thing is these tar patties, you step on them, and it's crude oil. They kind of get together. What do they call that, Snork, when they kind of coagulate, I guess, or something? Is that the
agglomeration?
Yeah, and they turn into patties, and then you step on them, and it's like stepping into like black tar that gets on your foot, and the only way to get it off is nail polish or gasoline.
Oh, God.
It's just that dense. It's, you know, and it's just bad. You get in your toes if you step, and you see them every once in a while. But we have a definite effect on this planet. When I step on those, that's a clear indication we're doing the wrong things, because that stuff's not supposed to be there. I think naturally there might be a couple of them, but not every 15 feet. Or not every 5 feet, from what I've seen at some points. And when you step on, and when you're walking around on the beach and you see needles poking up from shit. Or when you're walking on the beach and you see, you know, the worst thing I hate seeing is on the beaches. Families go out there, they're from inland, they're all over the place, and they bring all their plastic toys. And their kids go out in the water, they drop their buckets. I see the bucket handles everywhere. Bucket handles, everywhere. And my kids and I, every time I go to the beach, we're always picking this shit up. And if I see somebody with their buckets and all their plastic toys floating off into the ocean, I'll walk up and I go, hey, you know what sucks is when I'm surfing and that toy gets in my mouth when I go in the water. Or it hits me in the head. Or it pollutes my water. I'll just go up and tell them. And the person will look at me funny going, what did you just say? And I'm like, I'm asking you to please pick up your plastic trash. Okay? I'm asking.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'll fucking tell them. But the thing is we do have a footprint. And it's not a natural footprint. It's a big fucking Nike Converse freaking Puma footprint. That's what we have, and we've been doing it for a long time. Since the industrial age came, we've been throwing puke and trash and junk. Trump just signed during the stormy crap that's still floating around with some of these hillbots that are still on my Facebook.
I am so tired of that.
He signed that new bill that corporations are now able to pour their filth, their pollutants in public parks across the world. He just signed that. Snork's shaking his head. Do you know what it's called, Snork, or what?
No, forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's true.
But that's true. This is all during the Stormy Daniels shit. All during that time, it's just like it's the distraction. Here, watch me how I used to fuck around with some porn star, but let me just sign this fucked up bill for you guys and make some more money. Constantly, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And all the stuff that we're doing, the luminescence of what we do is messing up a lot of plant life, a lot of insect life, of all the light that's on out there that's happening. They need to turn it off at night. The problem is people are afraid because darkness is good. I love when it's fucking pitch black and I can look at the stars and all I see is stars. I'm okay if it's cloudy and it's black. It's wonderful. It's the most soothing thing to do is have your eyes open. Oh, there's my sign to stop the show, you guys. But it's the greatest thing is when you're outside at night and it's pitch black, and you open. It's just such a relief to just open your eyes. But then I've got this lamp over here. Some guy coming down. You guys ever seen those halogen lights on cars? That are the most fucking annoying things. They shouldn't be legal.
They're blinding to me.
It's just, you're like, oh my, you're trying to not look, but it's just, there's, but the thing is we've done so much damage, and we're, 7 billion, we're close to 7.5 billion. Where are we at? 8 billion now? Close to 8 billion people on the planet.
Something like that.
Since I've been here, it's been 1 billion. And then I'll leave and there's going to be another billion. And it's going to be like 10 billion about 20, 30 years from now. And it's going fast, unless, the governments, plural, create some kind of zombie apocalypse thing, which I think they're working on. Who knows? And then I'll be out there like Borderlands. Just
Ooh, that looks so manly.
I'll get you some Twinkies, like in Zombieland.
Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah. Right? Zombieland was awesome.
I just saw the title of the thing, of your stream. Here's the thing, I'm trying very, very hard to match people up with one another and get people to to start talking with one another, and it's a great thing to see me helping people meet one another, because that's what we need. And it's kind of silly to kind of separate ourselves with the silly arguments, and I want to see us survive. I'm 50 years old, so I only have a few decades left, but I'd like to see us fight these idiots. And the whole I'm an asshole, you're an asshole. Yeah, I'm an asshole. So what? We're all assholes from time to time. Let's get together and fight the real assholes. You know what I'm saying?
So get over yourselves and let's go for it.
Right. Team Green, team this, team them, team Republican. We need to stop thinking in terms of, compartments, and think in terms of the real compartment, which is the human compartment.
Oh,
so,
God,
James, you're doing a hell of a job. You really are. Right now we got the numbers. We got the numbers where if we get people plugged in and realizing what's really going on, we got these guys scared, I think. but we have to, we have to ramp it up a little bit. It takes time for people to realize what the hell's going on, which is our disadvantage.
Here's something that's interesting, and thank you very much for that. I'm working on it. We're not that far away. CNN just took a big swing at Jimmy Dore. Okay, who's been on Jimmy Dore? Some people that have been here have been on Jimmy Dore. Some people that have watched your show have been on Jimmy Dore. Elwood, Graham, interview with Stevie. We're not that far away. So let me just say, it's either, and the way I put this a couple days ago was either they fucked up and threw his name out there accidentally, or he's really starting to make headway.
Right.
Like you're saying,
my response
I think we're starting to make headway. That's what. Yeah.
My response is, let's make 15 more Jimmy Dores and 50 Jimmy Dores. Evan's got it right. We need people shouting from each and every state. We need 3, 4, 5 people shouting from each and every state and shouting the truth, because you can't shut all of us up. If you shut Jimmy Dore up, there's going to be another one to pop up and another one and another one. It's not just about one guy.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy knows that too. I mean, he's a freaking warrior, but
that's why we need Debbie back. Did you hear about Rebel? What Rebel was saying about Debbie? Do you know about that?
How they shut her down now?
No, she's doing it herself.
She's actually doing. She is shutting down her Facebook, and she's shutting down her Twitter account. She hasn't Twittered in 3 days now. She said that she'll leave all her videos up on her YouTube channel, but she said, "I'm done. I need to go live in the real world now."
And then, listen, she needs to cleanse her. She needs to cleanse herself.
She's taking a vacation.
And maybe, just maybe, she's doing what I was suggesting. Not that I'm influencing her, but maybe she's doing what I've said, and she's migrating to BitChute or Minds or other things away from Facebook and Twitter.
She said nothing at all. She's not doing anything anymore.
Okay.
No.
Well, but you know what?
We can change our minds later.
Right. When she leaves, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more people need to take her place.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's tired because she was like the one voice for like 2 or 3 years, and I applaud her. Thank you, Debbie. I love you like a big sister. I really do. A sister from another mister.
And getting such crap in returns. Oh my God.
The way that we need to thank her is to let her know that we hear her and we're coming, and not to depend on her all the time, and to allow her space and to allow her to take a break and to take a breath and, hang out with her man and hang out with her kids and live her life. Cause she does. She needs a break. You can tell it. So
I take a lot of breaks. I'm good at those.
Yeah, you got to. You have to.
Yeah.
And plus the rabbit holes that her and I go down. Oh fuck! I know how insane it feels in the head. It's like I told everybody earlier. I need the break from the rabbit hole. I mean, I am fucked up in the head because of it.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
I don't feel good. I don't feel right at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
you guys know.
You guys, hey. Here it is. It's good to come here. It's like I said, and this is something that I probably should have brought up earlier when I talked about it. This is a good support group, whether you like it or not. It's a great place to vent and get it all out, talk about a lot of things. But there is times when you just need to get away. There are people out there that are in that same boat. I've been there. I've actually spoken to a few of you guys going, listen, I won't be here for about another 3 days or something, because I've done interview, and then I'm on an interview. But I'm pretty thick-skinned. You know, I have my mission is to keep fighting, and I'm going to keep punching up. I'm not going to fucking stop, because if I stop, then others will stop. I might take a little break, might take a little, time for Jimmy's got to have his little time to himself, But the thing is I'm not going to completely quit. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
I want to take this opportunity to say I could not be on a better team of men than you guys. You guys are just fucking awesome warriors. I just love this group.
We're fucking warriors. Thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. She needs to be in a big robe, like the queen, going, I'm going to knight you. I'm knighting you. Ding, 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 ding.
I knight you in my heart.
Yeah, so we're the knights. Go ahead, Snark. Your mic's off. When your mic's on, you got something.
Sorry.
Speak now.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost my track.
That's all right. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. I'm okay with the support, people coming in and hanging out. It's good to have. And like Bob has got some good. It isn't about what you want to happen, but what is most likely to happen. Boop, beeper. Right? That's right. I don't know. Oh, we did talk about Jamal, right? Earlier, yeah, we did. So we brought up everybody, though, Indy. We brought up as many people as we can think of. There is a group out there right now that I brought up before, and I wanted to bring them on real quick, you guys. They're called We Are Change. Have you guys heard that?
Okay.
You guys, what do you guys?
No.
They're pretty good. Have you guys heard of them yet, though?
Mm-mm.
They're right in line with us, guys. They're like right there. They're not leaning in any direction. They actually had Nina Turner on, and they had Danny Glover recently on one of their shows. And Danny Glover's just been a warrior lately, man. That guy's been
really?
Yeah, he's on fire right now. He's the opposite of Clooney.
Oh yeah,
totally and complete. I mean, in every fucking aspect. Because Clooney's bot. That fucking guy. Clooney would, when Clooney made Syriana, I thought that would just like, you're there, bro. That's it. Right? If you guys seen the movie Syriana, it's all manufacturers. They use religion and their faiths to manipulate the naive, to get them to do the stupidest shit out there in the world, to create and orchestrate the wars that they're doing. And that's Syriana. And then next thing you know, he's fucking, supporting Hillary Clinton, which is didn't make any.
Well, that's the movies are full of propaganda, and part of it is you put out a message that people are really charged up and excited about, which reflects, hey, the guys who are acting in this believe in this message. That's not necessarily true. Right. So I mean, I don't really trust Hollywood anymore anyway. I mean, my red flag for local candidates being plugged into Hollywood is the Mark Ruffalo endorsement. Like every freaking Long Island person that needs an endorsement goes to Mark Ruffalo. I don't know what the hell it is about that guy.
I watched Ragnarok again yesterday. The guy's epic.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, the people who have actually championed these just like actual integrity, like Jimmy Dore and stuff, right? Yeah. So you see now I've been looking at the trendings, and Bill Maher is trending right now, and I'm seeing an article by the Daily Beast that says why the left shouldn't cast out Bill Maher. So like we are like the Jimmy Dore crowd, we are being effective. Like when the Daily Beast makes an article like this, why the left shouldn't cast out Bill Maher,
And then there's another one that says, The Hill says, Mar, I have a renewed respect for past Republican lawmakers after Trump.
Huh.
Like he is not in good water right now, so I'm happy about that.
I mean, actually, Truth just touched on something that I didn't even think about before. Jimmy is an entertainer and a performer and knows people in Hollywood. He's not, fully Hollywood, but he does have the bug and does want people to like him. So it's something that he does care about that. So it's something that you have to be aware of. But at the same time, I haven't seen him really pander to people. I really haven't. So, kudos to him.
I mean, it's unlike what Mar's doing, and like Mar's up there. He's sucking that Republican penis. Like he's doing all of that just because he doesn't like Trump.
Well, ironically, Bill Maher, the time that I respected him the most was when he pissed off the establishment the most, when he was talking about 2001 and saying that, the real terrorist are the United States is the United States military. And everybody turned on him and was talking, well, you're talking about our soldiers, blah, blah, blah. He really wasn't talking about the soldiers. He was talking about the military industrial complex. Now that you look at it, but it's like now
he's been a champion for it now.
Yeah, he's just another tool now.
Lots of fucked up tools.
But I'm just so happy because CNN did that article about Dore, and now Daily Beast is like, please don't cast out Bill Maher. He's such a
Well, and that could be, who the hell knows why they do that? Because Dore, they may be co-opting Dore. Who knows? With any one particular person, you just have to continually look at them objectively and say, okay, is this person giving out information that indicates that they're being co-opted?
I mean,
you have to constantly do that.
You're right about that. It's just that from my observation, like Dore looks like he's getting ready to leave the TYT network. I mean, he's been filling in for Jesse Ventura on the RT show,
right.
And then
right.
it's like, and Shank has been big on the Russia bad, type stuff. Like, it's just, I'm just so, like, from my observation, it looks like Dore's just done with it. I would think he's been done with it.
Well, you know how I feel about Jesse Ventura, and it's a good sign, but at the same time, when you're looking at any one person, I don't blindly follow any one person, whether it be in the media, whether it be, as an entertainer or a cult of personality or anybody like that. I used to do that and I got burned. Look at Obama, look at Clinton, look at, Bill or Hillary, look at the other side with Reagan. So,
and that's why you're the independent outsider.
Damn, I need to get that clip.
That's why he's actually the one. Dave, you're the one that keeps me whenever okay, confession time. There's times where I'm just going like, oh, how cool someone is and everything. And you'll bring me right back to thinking about it. But at first when you do it, it's like, you bastard.
I understand. I really do.
But then, about 5 seconds later, oh yeah, he's right.
It's impressive.
Right.
It's impressive. There's no doubt. Okay, guess what, guys? It's kind of late. I'm pretty much going to be done here.
Okay.
I am sorry.
Yeah, that's a good note.
It's all Dave's fault.
That's a good note to leave on. Dave's awesome.
Dave's awesome.
Good night.
That's the best way to leave on this now. Hey, Truth. I got to tell you something. Let's try to get you on a show for yourself. And the reason why I say that is because
I've
yes, go ahead.
I'm about to start working with Ryan to like try to set everything up so it looks good, you know,
Yeah, you're
so
choppy
people
right
have
now. You
a
need a camera. You need a cam. I want it to be good because you
yes,
got it. I think you'll be
yeah.
fine.
So I'm about ready to start it up. So, you know, probably give me 2-3 months, and I'll probably even have a yellow background because you know
Well,
yellow is going to be the full color for the.
if I could give and this is just a suggestion for you, I would say in like 5 to 10 minutes of informational, and maybe even it seems like you're a little shy. So even if you have graphics and you're talking about, you know, things that are on the screen, you know, kind of doing a hard bastard kind of thing, but just informational and not opinion, I think that may be a good way for you to start. I mean, you don't have to take that advice, but that
Oh no, I think that would be a good theme.
Yeah.
I'll give you. Go ahead, Rebel.
Dave,
I gotta go.
Yes, thanks.
wait.
Thank you, Dave.
Dave, what New Yorker have you been talking to? Because tonight I am hearing the accent so strong.
He was down on the street corner. He was getting a pizza down at the local pub. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Whenever I start to get, you know, like jacked up at work, my accent starts to like really flare up.
Damn, I'm hearing it so strong. It's like, wow.
All right, gotta clock out. I might see y'all in about half hour.
Okay.
Take care.
He might come on, by the way, everybody, later. But truth, let me give you a bit of advice in regards to doing this. Okay, and I'm not gonna make a suggestion. I'm just gonna fucking tell you because that's who I am. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Okay, get on.
Yeah.
Do it. Just start. Don't wait a couple months. Just Ryan will help you. I just tweeted Eben to help you because you look.
And I can help.
You know, we can all help. We're all gonna be there. I'll come by every once in a while, and you know,
I'll be your retweeter and cheat.
Retweeter. We'll help wrench and stuff. We'll help you out, bro. It's okay.
You know, like it's just I just like, you know, I'm getting this yellow fabric. I'm just gonna write "truth in charge" to the side of it, or like put a little printout on that, and that's what I'll start out with. You know, just
or sew it on. Or sew it on. That would actually be cool. Just sew it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, truth in charge.
You know, and just like get a camera set up.
Yeah, you'll be fine. All right, guys, I'm gonna hele. Hele means leave in Hawaiian, by the way. Hele.
Okay.
H-E-L-A. I'm gonna hele on. That means move on.
Bye,
Thank you guys for coming on. I truly appreciate it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Good night, everyone. Love you all. Thank you again, James. Greatly appreciate it.
Okay. So, let me sum it up. Jimmy Dore, great show today. Sparked a lot of attention, got a lot of information out. I hope you can post that live. Evan's got it right. We need more people out there because we need the chain reaction. Okay, it needs to spread like a virus, and we need to stay in touch with each other so we're not getting too wild. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're getting fucking stupid or crazy, you are going to hear it from me. And if I get crazy, let me know. If I get stupid or out of bounds or something, fucking tell me, you know. Today, sorry earlier that I messed up the mic, you guys. Fly told me to fix the echo or something, so I turned something all the way down and messed that up. But in a nutshell, maybe I shouldn't pick my teeth, but you know what? It's a fucking late night show. Who cares? It's Saturday night. Who gives a shit? We're trying. That's the most important thing is we are actually trying to help. We actually care. It's not about really subscribers, but it helps. It's not about sharing, which it helps. It's about each person taking that message and continually keeping it going back to the sources that we have, where you can get the information that is going to help you, that's going to help the planet, that's going to help the species, that's going to help all of its inhabitants. That's our goal. And if you start to stray away from that, I'm not going to pay attention to you. If you start to go in self-extraction, you're gone. I'll boot you. I'll fucking troll the shit out of you. Okay? But I'm telling you, if we can all get on that same page, paddle, rowing, okay, rowing in the same, on the same direction, you know, ice forward, ice forward, you know, and looking at that goal, you know, there's still light, Debbie. There's still light at the end of that tunnel. There's, you know, take a break, and some of us do need to. You know, this is not easy. I just spent almost 3 hours on here. You know, and I'm not doing it for my health. And I like hanging around with these people. These are cool. It keeps me out of the bars. It does, which I think is good too. But I have a fondness for these people. We all care about the same things. We're just trying to help. The biggest thing for us, though, quite honestly, is we care. We really do care. You know, and I know Debbie cares, and I know Claudia cares, and I forgot to mention her, Claudia Cabin Talk. You know, and there, you know, Holly Seeliger cares, Jamal Thomas cares, Jimmy Dore cares, Mike Figueroa cares, Steve Grombine cares. You know, Caitlin Johnson cares, Susie Dawson cares, Elizabeth Lee Voss cares. You know, Julian Assange definitely fucking cares, or else he wouldn't do what he's doing. People don't get that. You know, the people that care the most are the people that are being pushed in the corners or suppressed, which is really sad. You know, H.A. Goodman cares. You know, Tim Black cares, even though stand-up comedy is a little, I don't know, just doesn't work for me. But keep doing it, Tim. As long as you're doing out there, you got your following. Keep moving and grooving, my brother. It's okay. It's okay. You know. And there's a lot of people that actually give a shit, and they're not on mainstream media. They don't work for Fox News. They don't work for MSNBC. They don't work for fucking American One News Network that we're talking about. They don't work for CNN. Okay, these are people that are just out there trying, like me, just to get this word out, this information out. So that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to get this out to you guys, so that you will for sure take the information that we have and dissect it, tear it apart, try to find out what works for you, try to find out, you know, because you have your own interests. Everybody has their own interests. That's important. But, you know, we kind of got to start caring about each other a little more, I think. You know, stupid as that, corny as that sounds, I think that's important. Anyway, I'm going to say aloha, and I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say thank you very much, blah, blah, Zoc Fox, Gene. Most people on this planet care. Thank you, Gene. A lot of people care. I hope you do too, buddy. Subscribe, I guess, share, view Bob Rosenzweig. I can never say that, bro. I'm so sorry. NPR cares about those corporate checks. That's correct. Hey, you guys, just listen up. Pretty soon the Green Party press release is coming out. Some great information on there. Share that with everybody you can. Good night. Good night. Rebel Cage buying. Oh, big hug. Big hug. Oh, yeah, big hugs to everybody. But take a break every once in a while, you know? Take some more time for yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm going to get going. Aloha, 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 aloha.